Alright, hello everybody and welcome to the Varsity event, UCL versus Imperial, with the first game happening Overwatch. Last year, Imperial were victorious, or more like 2 years ago. Let's see if this year UCL are going to come back and try and win this one. Alright, now with the new 2-2-2 lock, let's see what we're going to be playing. So on UCL side, we're going to have Roman Sparta and Loop the Loop on tank duty. We're going to have Ibi and Wazi on DPS, and Yanni and Velemon on support. Whereas Imperial, we've got Lude and Silver Husky on support, Richard and Weskaroo on the DPS lineup, and then Crit. Oh, but look, like we've got the first pick off onto UCL. Weskaroo putting in the rockets and putting in the damage. Looks like he's going to get boosted by the Mercy and try and wreak havoc. Slug Dude diving the backline and killing the Genji. Looks like it's a coordinated dive. Both teams are running the ball and monkey dive comp. Now what's going to happen? Looks like UCL are going to have to back off and give in space. Imperial looking to cap the point first. Oh, but looks like we've been two massive picks off right at the start. It looks like they're going to be held in their spawn. Looks like UCL aren't allowed to play the game right now, and they're just backing off. Imperial have just capped the point, and now they're waiting. Crit in dangerous land, being a bit too aggro. Looks like Roman Spartan has switched off to D.Va. Now they're running the D.Va ball comp, and looks like they've got to pick out the Crit, who is overextended up top. Now UCL pushing forward. Imperial, what are they going to do? Slug Dude in the back, trying to create as much space as possible. Richard with the pop-off on Yanni. Loop the Loop with the return kill on Silver Husky. One support up for each team. Chester breaking the mech and now ulting, barraging. Two people dying on point. It looks like this is going to be Imperial winning with just one ult used. And now it's just going to be the cleanup from Imperial side. UCL looking to reset. Yanni trying to die on point. Very quick game action gameplay so far. Looks like Imperial are going to be hogging the high ground right now. Question is, are they going to be able to spot someone out? Loop the Loop and Roman Spartan up top. Their team not there just yet. Looks like Richard is looking to create as much space as possible behind the team. And now up top, Ibi coming on to Slug Dude. Silver Husky putting Coalescence to get as much healing and damage possible. Looks like Monkey's trying to juggle on the back line, but Chester's just too strong on the Pharah, putting in the damage. Silver Husky catching up Ibi, and looks like Roman Spartan's going to try and get as much as possible right now, but so looks like Roman Spartan's in no man's land right now. Looking to reset, might get staggered. Sad to see. In the meantime as well, UCL did get the pop off onto the point. Now, Crit killing Roman Spartan finally. UCL going to be down one member due to the stagger. Wazi trying to put in as much damage. Blade comes in from Ibi, killing the Mercy. And looks like Weskaroo's managed to get the pop off. Slug Dude coming in. Ibi also the pick off onto the Tracer. Looks like it's going to be equal, but Bomb coming in, a bit desperate so far, catching absolutely nobody. Chester with the barrage on point, cleaning up the team. Mines as well from Slug Dude, making sure that nobody can touch points without taking a lot of damage. Richard's got his ult up. Now look at the ult economy for both sides. We've got Coalescence coming up for both, but Imperial have divided with two more ults coming from Lude and Richard. Silver Husky putting in the damage. Coalescence comes out from UCL side, misses the stick, but looks like it's going to be 2 down already for UCL, and Imperial now just pushing in onto the point. Trying to push off. Roman Spartan doesn't have mech, doesn't have anything, and he's just going to be popped out, and it looks like it's going to be Imperial's first points for this one. Too little too late for Loop the Loop. Don't think he'll be able to do. Ibi's going to try and come in for the hero play. He's going to need to pull off some insane Seagull gameplay right now to get this one, but I just think it's too little too late for them. And looks like Imperial are going to get the first points on Busan. Interesting to see that both teams started out with the Monkey and the Ball lineup before UCL switched up for the D.Va. Kind of interesting, considering that the only thing D.Va is going to be good at is maybe eating the Pharah ultimate, or the Moira orbs when they come in. But it's kind of kind of troll because you can't pressure as hard as Monkey can, especially with the buffs on the bubble. But then again, D.Va does have that insane fly time, basically looking like a space simulator at that point. So it looks like UCL are sticking to the same lineup for tanks and supports, but I've switched to a Tracer and to Soldier, or as Imperial people like to call him, Legs. Up onto Imperial side, we've switched the McCree instead of the Farah. Looks like Ibby's in no man's land and nearly gets caught out. Don't know what he was looking at. Looks like the point's coming pushed in. Monkey's jumped in. Richard's diving with. Yanni gets a pick onto crit first. Looks like Imperial one member down. Yanni getting another boop off and killing them. And looks like Imperial gonna have to walk out to this one and give UCL space for this one. Looks like it's gonna be UCL's point first. Slug Dude picked off at the end, and this is gonna be looking like a repeat from game 1, except the teams are reversed. Imperial, not a lot on the ult economy. UCL looking like they've got cold coming up, so looking for that extra damage and healing when it comes in. But then again, Imperial's dive is very strong if they can coordinate it. Loop de Loop getting healed, needs to back off. Looks like Slug Dude goes in and does the power drive on point. Ibby's trying to put in as much damage as possible. But Imperial are hugging the Bongo side so they can hide from line of sight. Ball dies first from Imperial side with Yanni on the pickup. Looks like Ibby also picks up a crit. Both tanks are dead from Imperial side and their dive looks failed and they need to back off from this one. Richard trying to put in work. Nearly post bomb up. Is he going to be able to get the trade kill? Both DPS from Imperial side have looked for a pickup, but Roman Spartan has picked up Weskaroo. Post bomb comes in from Richard, and it looks like it's just going to be a reset from them now. Manages to get out just safely. Looks like they're not going to be staggered, and they're going to be able to go in for a push straight away. Imperial looking to come up on 4 ults right now. 5 with Lude on Lucio. Slow Dude getting the pick on Wazzy is absolutely huge. Right at the back line. He's going to have mines coming down, blocking them from choke points, not being able to push onto point. Roman Spartan, what's he going to be able to do? Beat comes in from UCL's side. Slug Dude getting the pick off on AB despite that, and now they're pushing onto point. Bob come up on point. Is he going to be able to get anyone? Wesker with the ult and manages to catch out to the support. Now both supports are down from UCL's side, and Imperial are looking to clean house on this one and cap the points. Wazzy just ADing on the side, trying to sprint with the damage, but looks like Chester's going to maybe pick him up. Doesn't get him. Kind of sad to see, but Slug Dude's probably going to get him, stagger him as much as possible, and it's done. This point, Wesker is going to come up first. Imperial are pretty good. They're not overextended right now, and looks we're going to see what they're going to be able to do. Tempo has slowed just a bit. Now UCL looking for a push. They've just got 2 ults on this one. 3 were coming up from the post bomb, and Imperial have beats to respond and a post bomb of their own. Soldier going to look for damage, but gets just comboed, and looks like Chester also picks up the support. They're down 2 picks, 1 with massive DPS and healing. Oh, Lude coming in with the massive boop, killing 2 people as well. And looks like this is just going to be Imperial resetting. I can hear Imperial kind of raging at Rich for using his post bomb there to kill Roman Spartan, looking like they wanted to stagger him a bit more. But I get it's heat of the moment and they're looking to style on them right now. Now, what's going to happen here? 50% have been capped and now they're just waiting. Lude is still holding on to beats, maybe for next game, we don't know. Slugder's going to be coming up with mines. Chester's trying to hit the wooden plank. High Noon comes in. Is anybody going to peek this like an idiot? Looks like Moira's the one who dies. And now UCL are down 1 member and I don't think they can commit anymore. Soldier just standing into the window. And looks like UCL are just going to have to reset this. And Imperial being very conservative with their ults. Have not used beats yet. Slug Dude with his mines and Husky with his coal backup. Crit's going to have Primal Rage very soon. Whereas UCL only have the Soldier Ultimate as of now. Maybe Roman Spartan might be able to get, for the last one, his Diva Bomb, but not looking too good for them. Ult economy heavily favored Imperial side with 5 coming up. UCL only have 1 for themselves. They're going to try and pick off the Monkey. Monkey on the side. Soldier pops his visor. Who's going to be able to aimbot? Moira puts in the damage. Yanni picks off crit first, but Wesker picks off the thing, and now Imperial get up 4 or 5 kills in a row in quick succession. Beat comes in as well to secure this, and it's looking like there's nothing that they can do. And first map goes over to Imperial side. Very interesting gameplay. Both teams running similar comps, but UCL deciding to run the Diva variation instead of the Monkey, and looks like it's going to be the Farah play of the game on the first point of Busan. I mean, rightfully so, putting in a lot of work. Barrage coming in, cleaning up house. Not really anything they could do with a Genji and the Tracer to pick off the Farah who's flying skybox sides, also getting pocketed.
I think people might understand.
And we're going to have a small break now whilst we change lobby and we decide games. I believe King's Row is going to be the second map, but that's yet to be confirmed. Then we'll be right back. Okay, and hello. We are now back in for the game. And looks like we're going to be able to go on to King's Row. I think they're going to go goats, maybe? Don't know, looking like the game chat is looking a bit spicy right now.
Ready for battle. Attackers incoming in 30 seconds.
Alright, well, from Imperial side, we are looking to be running the good old double shield meta. No, we switched to a Zarya and still with a Sigma or Ball. Interesting to see that Slugdude's not on Ball. No, back to Zarya, back to Rein. Never mind. Whereas UCL side have decided to go for the double shield with the mobile tank of Reinhardt. Looks like both one team's playing Mei. Support lineup are looking to be Anna and Bap from Imperial side. But before we talk about that, looks like the push is coming in already. Paul Holt comes in from side. Richard on Hanzo looking to put in damage. They've revealed them and now Headshot comes in as well. Slowly pushing. Imperial pushing with their double shields, playing the cooldown slowly. UCL looking to go. Wall comes up, but not blocking them off sufficiently. Slugdude gets stunned and looks like he's going to die. Lude is still alive. Wesker is alive. Silver Husky puts in the damage with Anna and kills the McCree, but as a return kill. But Slugdude finds the kill onto the Reinhardt and looks like it's now 2 tanks versus 1. And if Goats has taught us anything, whoever has the most tanks is going to win this one. Looks like they're backing off. Cole does come in from a UCL side, farm very quickly. Chester's back at the guideline with Genji, gets Immortality down perfectly. But looks like there's Blade coming in and it's just a cleanup. This is your typical Diamond player who blades for fun. And looks like Imperial just going to cap this point for now. Looking at what ults are going to be coming up for the next fight if they contest, Imperial are going to have 4 ults coming online, whereas UCL will only have their Blizzard, maybe beat if they're lucky. Right now, Imperial are pushing very far. Anna is playing in no man's land right now, playing kind of aggro. Dragon comes in and finds the pick onto Yanni, which is absolutely huge. One healer down, there's no res to take him up alive, and looks like Imperial are going to be walking this one. Mei does have ult coming up, but Ryan is sleeping and the wall just comes off to block from the push. Slowly but surely they're pushing in. Nano comes in onto the Doom. He's going to be pushing in. What's he going to be doing? Knocks him back. No damage because of the nerfs. And now Imperial just looking to take control. Ibby still has the Mei ult up. Yanni has beat now to come. And Cole is back up again. McCree coming up as well on his ultimate. And so is Bongos. Looking out for that extra damage. Where's Imperial? They've been very conservative on their ults. They still have the thing up. Looks like the Sigma ult comes in. Ibby comes out and does it. Now the Mei ult comes in. Blood gets the first pick, but Ibby's just going to wash out and they're all frozen in this one. It's looking like it's your typical trip to Iceland and everyone just dies and it's back to spawn from Imperial. Alright, now it's time to set up on Imperial side. Crit trying to run as fast as he can. My Little Pony looking to make the escape and go back to spawn. Now looking at ult, Lude's going to get his Matrix up for amplified damage. Richard's going to have his Dragon up and that's about it. Rescue's going to have his ult, but from UCL side, free ult as well. Shatter comes in. Doesn't really connect. Beat comes in as well to help win the fight. Looks like they're going hard. Nobody has died just yet. Dragon comes in. Wesker coming in with the ultimate. Nobody dies to this just yet. And looks like everyone is walking out. Amo dies first. Ibby finds a trade kill and looks like it's 2 in favor right now for UCL. But Imperial are not giving up ground. They're still pushing. Confident that they can win this. Looks like Richard is going to be face tanking damage and now Reinhardt just comes out from Narnia and kills them and looks like Imperial going to have to give this one up. Holding Chug very hard. But we've got to remember this is second point now and UCL spawns are extremely far, so any pick that they can get from Imperial side on UCL is extremely beneficial because they can push the cart a lot further. And now Imperial resetting. Husky's taking just a bit of damage from the Moira Orb, as you just like. And now they're pushing in slowly. Slugdude putting up his shield. Ult on side. Reinhardt already has his shatter up again. Heal coming in. Cole coming in from UCL's side. What Imperial going to do? Looks like they're just stalling, waiting for this one out. High Noon comes in and an absolutely massive shatter comes in. And the High Noon kills 2 people, 3 people down. And it looks like Imperial going to have to walk back to spawn, tail between their legs. And now Reaper just hiding up top, going through his emo phase. Looking in for the flank. Doesn't have ult quite yet to put in the damage needed. Just getting topped up on heals, and now he's just waiting. Orb nearly spotting him with the damage, but now he's just walking in slowly but sure. Slowly behind them. Nobody knows that he is behind them right now. Paul comes in absolutely massive. Reaper finally drops and putting in as much damage. Forces the Wraith to come back onto this team, but looks like this is just what Imperial needed to move past that corner. Reaper tipping it up behind and getting nanoed. He's looking into putting damage. May's got her ultimate, looking for the Blizzard. Nearly got his Reaper ultimate as well, and he's looking to TP in to get the damage. May's out of position completely. Beat comes in to win this one. This is exactly what Reaper wants. They're looking to chase him in. Pushing out, has to TP out. Doesn't know where he TP's quite. And Dragon picks up 1. They're 1 for 1 right now. Support down on the UCL side. And looks like the wall's going to come out. Crit! Manages to pick up the May, playing hyper aggro on this one. And Richard looking up to take the kill with Hanzo. And looks like Imperial are going to win this one, having used very little ultimates for this one. And now this is just going to be exactly what they needed for them to cap the point. And now going to be walking in, and UCL are going to be looking and asking themselves what went wrong. I think Chester's also a bit surprised what his TP happened on Reaper, looking like he TP'd in spot. Now he's got up, he's still got his ultimate. I don't think they know just yet that he's behind them. Sonic reveals that they do not know and they lack the critical information, and looks like the ultimate's coming in. No beat coming in just yet for them because it was used the previous fight, and looks like it's going to be 4 swift kills for Imperial side. And this is going to be an absolutely clean ace from Imperial side, using only the Death Blossom. Now, Sonic marked spawn. Looks like they're going to get spawn camped just yet. Dragon's going to be coming up. And so is going to be Graphitic Flux. Nano going to be coming up if people feed hard enough as well. And so is Window from Lude. Window comes out. Window's going to come out. Cole comes in from UCL side and looks like they're pushing. Emo comes down and they've been walked down. They've just been dropped. Roman Sparta found the kill. Silver Husky. Now they're down 1 support, and looks like Richard's going to be doing as much damage from up top if he can. But Roman Spartan taking matters into his own hand, killing 2 people, and looks like this is going to be UCL's fight for this one. Alright, now they're backing off. Ult economy looking good for Imperial side. 5 ults are going to be coming online, whereas UCL are going to have their Beat and maybe their McCree ultimate. Might be looking to doing a combo like they did on the first point, on the second point. Getting topped up. Richard finding the Dragon kill. 4 Dragon kills onto Imperial side. 5 kills from Richard. Absolutely smurfing on them. I think UCL are playing without their headsets and didn't hear the Dragon coming in. We might have to make a technical pause for them further down the line, but looks like now Chester's camping on one side. Slugdude finds the kill. Anna is behind them, playing super safe. Graphitic Flux comes in. Looks like this is going to be Imperial's fight, however. Shatter does come down, but fortified from Marissa. Doesn't get knocked down, and looks like they're just going to push in. And 52 seconds left on the clock. Very, very weird second point from Imperial side. Not really being able to push for a very long time until UCL kind of misplayed and burnt a lot of ultimates. But on third point, this was Imperial's domain. UCL came to a party they were not invited to, and it kind of showed. Alright, now it's looking to be Imperial's turn to defend. They're probably going to be running a very similar comp, albeit maybe a May in the mix. Not too sure. We're going to have a look. Looks like Imperial are going to be deciding to run the same support lineup. Husky's a very proficient Ana player, so I'm very happy to see that he's playing his comfort pick. Lude is a Mercy one-trick most of the time, but he sometimes does flex to BAP because it doesn't require a lot of skill. So good to see him on that. Looks like Slugdude's going to be playing on Ryan. He has been grinding out Ryan and is looking very strong on Ryan recently. Crit's going to be on Narissa. Typical double shield comp. And it looks like Westgroove's going to be on his Ashe, and Richard's going to be on his Reaper, looking to disrupt the backline. UCL have not changed their comp at all since last round, which is weird, seeing how didn't really work out for them afterwards. We'll have to see. Westgroove taking the high ground, throwing in Dynamite, getting a bit of ult charge maybe? No, not yet. UCL just walking out. Shield from Orisa does drop early from UCL side, and now they're just walking slowly, surely pushing in. Walk comes up from UCL side. Now they're walking forward. Yanni gets the first pick off of the crit, and looks like they're going to push in. May trying to freeze everyone, looking like it's your typical trip into your local freezer to get your ice cream. And now it's just going to be Imperial just losing. Ashe does get 2 picks though, looking like she's popping off, trying to get the kill onto the Lucio as well, which will be absolutely massive. Looks like there might be able to be a retake. May coming in and chasing this one. I've seen this one before on a certain website, and it didn't go well as well on this one. But Mate might have given time, just enough time for Imperial to recontest. Crit does come back on Bull, is frozen in place, but Imperial trying to burn as much time. Richard's on point fighting, maybe trying to farm his ultimate. Richard does get the kill onto Ryan, but Cole comes out and gets the pick, and Lou just walking out slowly and has to die. And now Ashe is the last one up, but Imperial are looking to have quick respawns on their side. Nobody's probably going to get the bad respawn. Oh no. Anna's right back in Narnia land. Gonna have to walk all the way back over. Should have booked a premium ticket to get there faster, but now Imperial are gonna have to give up ground for this. Poor Anna. Maybe she can send us a postcard. Bob does come in though, on to the point. It looks like their UCL aren't going to concede ground. Chester coming in with the pickup onto the McCree, despite the 5v6, and looks like they're just going to be pushing in. May forced to use her self-heal kind of quickly, and now Imperial just holding the corner with Richard looking to Death Blossom, gets flashbanged and gets absolutely burnt, but Shatter comes in from UCL side as well. Might have been a bit of a waste for such an overextended fight, especially that it was considered pretty much won already, seeing that there was 2 pickups early. But looks like UCL wanted to win this one, and they've just staggered the Anna on point. Now Slug Dude has switched over to the Sigma. Going back to the typical double shield lineup that we've seen before. Crit did change to Ball before on the first point, hence why his ult charge is so low, which is kind of putting him at their favor, because now UCL have 4 ults on this one, and Imperial only have 2 for this one, realistically. Looks like they're going to be a contest as well. Death Blossom does come in, forcing out the beat onto point as well. Bongos comes out as well. Cole comes in. They're hard committing on this one. Looks like May's going to be doing her ult as well, and everyone's getting absolutely frozen in place, and looks like Imperial, it's just not their point this one. It looks like they're getting absolutely steamrolled on this one. Imperial are going to have to pull an absolute miracle for this one to be able to hold for another 5 minutes. Alright, interesting to note now that Ryan is back on his ultimate on UCL's side. That's pretty much all they have. Maybe the McCree ult as well to combo it, whereas Imperial only have their Bob and Window from their oh, I forgot their name, forgive me. Bob comes in, gets thrown in, Dynamite comes in as well. Imperial have one with their extra member. Stunned on the Rhine, looks like he's not allowed to play the video game today. Fat Auntie comes in from Anna. No healing allowed to them today, and they just got to walk back to spawn. The entire enemy team looking like Barney the dinosaur, fully purpled. Alright, Imperial are now looking to hold this corner. UCL have 3 ultimates, whereas Imperial have 3 ultimates of their own to answer. Husky topping up everyone. They're just checking if everyone's doing alright. Cole coming in. Bongos comes down as well. Huge shatter coming in from a UCL side. And McCree ult gets comboed as well. And looks like those ults were enough to win the fight for them. And now they're just going to push in. Team kill coming out. Slug Dude's going to have to switch to Ball maybe to put in the work. Or is it going to be Crit? We don't know yet. Crit switching to Diva. Kind of interesting feed. Don't think they'll be able to touch point. Slug Dude trying to get nanoed and walks in. But Ryan just walks in, and that was him. UCL's absolute rolling Imperial on that one. Kind of funny seeing how game 1 was heavily Imperial sided, but now it's just Just UCL, and now back to their points. A minute on the clock now for Imperial to get as much advance as they can. And UCL have 4 minutes of their own. Yeah, I mean, unless some miracle happens, I think we can tell how this one's going to go. Alright, getting out of spawn now. UCL sticking to the same lineup they've been playing for the past 2 rounds. Imperial looking to be playing a Zenyatta maybe. Pretty strong, looking to putting in the DPS as well. Richard back onto his Hanzo. Good to see, maybe he'll be able to carry with Dragon on this one. Yeah, we'll have to see. Crit going to the Rhine. They might be running Rhine Zarya. Would be interesting. I have faith in my own team. No bias casting, obviously. We are never biased. But now we've got the Lucio as well for the speed boost in early. And Doomfist as well. Now, are they able to push it in? Sonic comes out scouting the team, being able to spot where they are. They know that the Doomfist is up top and the Imperial are pushing in slowly. UCL pushed in. Wall comes up from UCL side, but Doomfist picks off on the McCree straight away, and they're one member down. Everyone's healed up from the side, and now there's an absolutely fat shatter that comes down. Really quick shatter. Roman's about to ping up, and now it's traded in favor from Imperial right now. Cole comes out from Husky as well and looking to push. They're trying to focus down the Mei and the Orisa. Orisa's still on point, kind of healthy. Wall comes up, absolutely killing her on point. Kind of questionable, maybe paid by Imperial for that one. And looks like this is going to be Imperial's point and they're going to be walking in. Yanni, wall riding in Skater Pro, but it's not for them. I think Ibi received a PayPal transfer before that one, and the wall was evident of that. I think there might be a competitive ruling in question for that play. Slug Dude switching back to Zarya. Now they're just stalling on points, waiting for it to push out. Better to push as a team right now. Dragon gonna be coming up soon. Beat will be coming out as well from Imperial side. They already have Shatter and Doomfist ultimate ready, whereas UCL only have Beat coming up, maybe the Mei ult. Shatter coming in absolutely massive, killing 2 people straight off the bat, and looks like it's gonna be just Imperial just rolling them and giving them a taste of their own medicine from the previous round. UCL had Imperial saying, UCL, you have no right to be there. This is our turf. Pushing back. Alright, now Imperial pushing in the cart. They might be tweeting on Twitter right now saying they're bored on payload. Not too sure. Richard is behind them. They do not know. They lack the critical information on this one. They're going to be pushing in. And Dragon coming in right behind them. Beat is answered as well for it. But Mayot as well is coming in. They need to be contesting payload as long as possible. 2 kills coming out from UCL. Imperial got answer back with 2 kills of their own. Imperial have lost both their tanks, but UCL have lost a healer. And they've lost one of the DPS as well. Huskies picked off another of the DPS. Might be good enough for Imperial to be able to push in. Both tanks are up. And now Shatter comes in, but I don't think it's going to be enough. And they C9 this one. What a typical Imperial play to C9 the point just like that. Kind of sad to see.
Initiating match. Ready for battle. Attackers coming in 30 seconds.
And now it looks like it's going to be the return defense from ICL against UCL. Looks like Imperial have gone for the cheese strat with the Bastion setting up in the corner. Paul comes in, fire strike damage pretty big, and Bastion now just sitting, and Bastion just feeding and dying straight away. Looking like the plat players that say they want to go Bastion to win this one, and man, this is dirty. I don't think this is allowed to be on Twitch, I'll be honest with you. UCL just absolutely rolling over Imperial. Kind of sad to see. And now UCL are taking Prio. Look like they're walking forward. And Imperial are now fighting on their own side. Kind of sad to see. Don't know what they're doing so far. Yeah, hugging the corner. Walking back slowly. Paul comes in, trying to put him out of position. Lude dropping dangerously low. Wall coming up as well. It looks like there's one pick already onto Crit, and looks like they're one down. And now just UCL just picking up two members quickly. Fat Shatter coming in from Luke the Luke with the big dick energy. And looks like this is going to be an absolute roll. Chester trying to put in damage on Farah, but no mercy to pocket him this time around. And I don't know how this is going to work. Hiding around the corner, if he does have his ultimate, Yanni gets the kill, skyrocketing in like a Tony Hawk, and Wall's gonna come up very cheekily, and looks like nobody's gonna touch this. And now that's Imperial 1, UCL 1. Alright, hello and welcome back everybody. To the Dorado map now of ICL versus UCL. Just as a reminder, this is tied up 1-1. This is a best of 5, obviously. I'm getting kind of tired, so if one team could just win these next 2 games very, very quickly, it'll be very good. Looks like we're going to be getting a pause. Did someone forget to go to the bathroom or something?
It seems like so. Well, I'll be joining you guys for this part of the cast. I'm GZE, also known as I'm Yichi actually, also known as GZE, and I'm the main caster for the ICL channel usually. And today I am doing most of the observing and a bit of color casting. Right now it seems we have a pause, so we'll get back to you soon if we get any more information about this.
Looks like it's just a keyboard issue.
Yeah, it looks like those Imperial players have been raiding.
And now we're just chilling and waiting. Weather's good today?
Yeah. I think the weather's not been too bad today. Looks nice and clear today. And seems like the latest information we have is one of the Imperial players has broken their spacebar, which is very interesting.
I think he did crit damage to it.
Well, it seems like we are going to go back into the game though. And we'll just have a look at both sides' comps. So UCL are going for the UCL specials, I like to call it now, because they seem to only be able to play the same thing over and over again.
And yeah, I don't think Imperial's comp is set up just yet. Would be liking to see the Torp coming out. Would be interesting to see.
I think the Torp's a good pick. I think Torp turret, you know, an extra
yeah, Reed does
extra source of damage.
Put in the work, but
yeah.
Looks like he's gonna go back to his comfort pick of Tracer. And now they're gonna be coming out, rolling out of spawn. Looks like Slugdude's on his comfort pick of Ball, and they're going back to the comp that was working for them on Busan.
Yeah, and Rescue's on this Farah pick, he is very, very good at. We've seen so many times in Newell, he's finding those huge clutch ultimates, as well as in this game actually, earlier on, finding a huge ballman.
Oh, now Boop comes out, and looks like McCree's in no man's land right now. Doesn't get quite a kill, wondering what Imperial are looking at. Loop de Loop, meanwhile, doesn't get the kill onto Slugdude, and all of UCL have dropped to go help their Wazzy man. But Payload is still getting pushed. Tracer getting off the pick on Yanni, who was not too sure what he was doing behind enemy lines. Now, he's going to be walking forward. Don't know what they're going to be doing. West Groove coming in with the clutch, 3 picks on this one. And Richard coming up with the clean. It looks like both DPS from Imperial putting in insane amounts of work. And just a clean ace from him, really.
Rescue simply flying in the air, uncontested, getting those 3 hits onto UCL's side, and just completely cleaning them up. Now, Imperial have managed to take the first point, so we'll have to see how far UCL decide to push forward and defend this. Currently, they seem to be behind this bridge here. Imperial side are pushing very, very far up there. We have to make sure they don't get overextended and get caught out here by this McCree pick.
Now, Imperial have really pushed them far back. Slug's coming in, but Farah coming in with the ultimate. Crit also coming in and putting out 4 quick kills from Imperial's side. Res coming in, and looks like the entirety of Imperial's lineup is going to be up, and Roman Spartan is the last man standing. And just like the Romans, he's going to fall.
Again, UCL is really not respecting his fire pick at all. I understand that they have a hit scan player, but he's a McCree. He's prettier, but he's still pretty funny for him.
Oh my God! And the Lemon looking at his Twitter feeds and not looking at the game and just dying straight away. Once he gets the return kill on Lude, who seems to be feeding. Post bomb comes in absolutely massive, doing a lot of damage, trying to get healed up. AB does get the tread kill onto Richard, but Ball is behind them. Mines comes down onto Point, and they're going to have to walk through this one. I've seen 1917, I know how this finishes. And now Roman Spartan just walking back, hugging his spawn, and the crazy Dutchman is just going to die up against the wall.
Yeah.
And now they're just going to get pushed into Point and cap second points now.
It's really interesting that UCL actually did manage to find a few picks at the start of that fight, but they still just completely disrespected the ultimates Imperial side have. And it seems like another fight is going up here.
And now both dives have come in from Imperial with both their tank support. Westcrew getting the pick onto Wazzy, who switched to Ash. Now Primal Rage comes in. He's going to try and juggle this one. Is he going to be the Circus Clown? Looks like he messed up. Trying to come back. Coalescence comes in, and now Mercy is stuck into a place that she does not want to be in. Velemen finds a trade kill to Slug Dude, and that's 1-1. Rez comes off, bringing him back to 6 versus 6. Monkey coming out alive. And now UCL going to try and recuperate and try and push in slowly. War comes out, Westbrook coming in with the kill, gets the bongos and the McCree. 2 quick picks, and Farah is just now pushing. Yanni gets the res off on Wazzy. McCree going to try and get to the Farah, but he's going to be pushed back right into his spawn with Tracer following him as well. And now Moira's going to be taking a lot of damage. Rockets come out. Wazzy finally getting the kill onto Tracer. And now it's in favor, but Slug Dude comes out with the mines damage. Kills off May. Mercy's trying to fly over. Dies to the monkey punch. Loop de Loop getting the rock onto Lude. Slug Dude pushing in, and then Westcrew as well getting off. Westcrew putting insane amount of work this game. And May coming in, trying to ults the point, but gets pushed back. And there is a contest coming in from Yanni. But don't think it's enough, and it's just a clean 420 point.
It's a really good job by Imperial side there. Showing a very, very clean first round. Now, what do you think UCL will adapt to then for the second game? Do you think they'll swap off their most beloved comp and maybe try for something else?
I think the biggest issue that UCL have is dealing with the Farah. We did see them multiple times switch over to a McCree and an Ash to get double hit scan. But once they switch over to that, Tracer now has a field day. Just walking in, no mate to slow, no wall to block it off. And kind of scary. So we're going to need to see if there's going to be a pick off of the Farah again from Imperial on the defense.
I mean, possibly they could try the Diva again, I think, since the Diva does work very well into the Farah pick, and they have shown to run it beforehand, although it was unsuccessfully in the first game. But I think they could just go for that again, since they're getting smashed so hard by this Farah pick. They need to try some new options.
Alright, well, looking at the Imperial lineup, looks like we're going to have the same tank comp that seems to be working well for them. They don't look super confident on both the Arissa and Ryan comp, so it kind of makes sense for them to go onto this lineup. And support-wise, pretty much the same except for the Mercy and the McCree getting switched off. Whereas UCL, they've gone for the more standard double shield comp with the Ryan and the Sigma. Now, what's going to happen? Slug Dude starting off on both sides, tank support on both sides. Are going to be able to drop down. They're looks like they're starting to cleave. A lot of ult charge already farmed up from Monkey. Gets flashbang and jumps away safely, can't really commit. Slug Dude in no man's land right now, trying to run away, but gets killed by Wazzy. And now Imperial member down. Looks like Monkey was feeding as well there. I think that's worthy of a report. Loop the Loop is also trying to return the favor, making sure it's an always even game. But Roman Sabata coming out with the clean kills and AB as well. And looks like this is going to be the exact fight that happened before. But McCree coming in behind, managed to get the pick off. Chester is, Slugdude is behind as well on ball. And McCree's really doesn't want to be there. Slugdude getting chased as well. Manages to stall for as long as possible on point. McCree's still behind, trying to wreak as much havoc. Richard dies to McCree, and now Lude is on Mercy because he doesn't have any aim, needs help. But Crit comes in, picks off on the Mercy, which is insane, and Westcrew does the return kill onto Ibi, and now it looks like Imperial have turned the favor in their side. Velemin managed to pick off a ball, pick on ball, but Westcrew back up and Loop the Loop trying to carry this as hard as he can. Needs back braces to support his back maybe. Res comes out on Slugdude. Westcrew finally dies after camping out so long from behind. But Loop the Loop is in no man's land right now. Gets off the shatter onto the ball. Manages to pin him as well, but Mura's still alive and looks like healing's going to be coming out as well. Richard coming in and getting the kill onto Yanni. And now it looks like he's going to die. Maybe no, manages to get healed up. His post bomb is alive. He's going to be looking to post bomb. Ult comes out from Roman Sparta, try to hit as many people. And the mines from Slugdude managed to kill the Moira as well. And now Westcrew is back on point. High news for absolutely nothing. Maybe just on the status of dominance. No, does get Roman Spartan at the end. And looks like Imperial are going to be able to hold this initial point.
These fights, they're so unorganized and messy. Everybody's just dying one by one. You see that right at the start of the fight. See Criterion and Slugdude just jumping right in, having not much support at all and dying at the start of the fight. But then UCL side, completely leaving this McCree just by himself on the top of the bridge. He's just free farming everybody on this.
McCree with the pick off on AB again.
Very nice.
AB probably gonna want to check if his monitor's on at this point. Westcrew as well putting in. We might have to check his software to see if he doesn't have words.exe installed. Richard coming in, gets the kill. Crito as well, and Westcrew is just Imperial house now. The momentum, it's very scary how Imperial, once they get the momentum, they do not let go. Yes. They continually keep spinning, and it's downhill from there all the way for UCL.
It's going right back to Imperial's side, just like this. Hammond right now, spinning around all over the map. We'll have to see what UCL, they seem to be really confident with their lineup right now. They're not changing any heroes at all.
Ult economy from Imperial side is going to be looking to be 5 ultimates coming up real soon. Crit's about to die. No, Pop's Primal Rage to get the extra health. Bob gets onto point, but managed to get the 2 picks off onto both their Lucio and McCree. And now it's going to be Richard coming in. Be coming in, and now Richard is going to be cleaning house. Dynamite does manage to get a kill, Crit as well, but Richard also picking up a kill, and it's going to be Imperial side, and it's really the momentum they've been able to carry forward. But all their ults were used for that fight, except for Mines. And Loot coming in with the Battle Mercy and killing them up. And now UCL only have 15 seconds from now to push this in. They've just switched to the May. They only have a Shatter coming up. They might be able to get the Graphitic Flux. They might be able to get the McCree ult, but we don't know yet. Monkey's kind of feeding behind, but he's going to have Primal soon enough if he manages to get enough damage. Walking in, Shatter's going to be looking forward. Richard gets the kill onto Wazzy. The ult comes out, but they're just healing. Crit's still alive, pops Primal range. Slugdude managed to get the mines down, the kill onto the Lucio. UCL are down on 1 healer. They only have Moira up, but it looks like they won't be able to do anything right now. Coalescence coming out from Imperial side and pushing them off. And UCL just will not be able to cap first point on this one.
No, they're completely smashed in this third game here.
It is now 2-1, and it is match point for Imperial.
Well. Here you see the play of the game. It's from Rescue as far as we expected, of course. As sharpshooter, in fact, you have to see who he manages to snipe off here. And he's look at him, just freely hitting into the back line. Over the right, all the shields. He gets 3 picks here. Absolutely incredible.
Incredible play from Westcrew. They really do look comfortable on that dive comp in coordination with the Farah, and really interested to see that again. And now we're gonna have to wait to see what the Alright, and now it is 2-1 in favor of Imperial right now. This is looking to be match point for Imperial if they can get it.
My favorite 2CP map, in fact, with Volskaya.
I do hope this is match point. Want to get a drink of water.
Me too, actually. I mean,
so,
you've been speaking for the whole time, and I've just been contributing really useless information. So.
Alright, now it's going to be interesting to see what they're going to run.
I mean, exactly the same thing from UCL side, of course. What else would we expect?
We don't know yet. Looks like they're coming out with the Hog.
No, I don't think he's going to be picking the Hog today.
Well, it looks like they have walked out of spawn right now, so I think it is the Hog coming in from UCL side. Trying to look at to spice it up a bit. Imperial, are they going to be running the Farah comp again? Oh, no, looks like
he's walking
Roman Spartan got
right
told.
Back. He's like,
right
nope,
back to
you're
spawn.
only allowed to play Sigma, nothing else.
Looks like it might be Zarya, maybe? No, Orisa jail for him.
Poor guy.
Orisa jail for him. Gotta walk back. And Wesker going to be on the Hanzo. Not too sure how I feel about that. Crit on Zarya, please do change. Back onto the monkey ball. It's been working for them very well. Surprised Wesker is not on Farah on this one, but maybe Hanzo is going to be able to pop off. Paul comes in, doesn't pull in anyone. Looks like they're just going to be stalling. Arrow does reveal where they are hiding. Ball is sitting behind them very annoyingly, and Bunky dives in behind, cleaving them all, trying to get as much damage as possible. Manages to jump out safely, getting the heals. Westgroove, the pick off to Wazzy straight away onto points. First one, which is important, which means now they can't do anything. Mercy kind of stuck in no man's land, but now they're just going to get pushed into that one room, and it's going to be jail for them. Ball coming in, do as much damage. Ball does have his ult right now. Primal raging for them to camp them into spawn. Gets beat off from the UCL side, and now it looks like the stick is going to be coming in from Ryan. Ryan coming in, Dragon coming in as well. Ball boops him into the Dragon, and now Orisa needs to die for them to be able to cap point, and looks like it's going to be clean kills from Imperial side. No trade pick right now. Looks like he's feeded from Richard, and looks like May's the only one on point right now, and that's all she wrote from UCL side.
As well as Luto running away.
I believe I hear Lude raging right now.
As he always does. Anyway, looks like Imperial will take the first point pretty clean here, in fact. The Hammond and Winston comp working very, very well for them, especially if they actually have some support, unlike earlier in the first game in the last game. So now we see them push into the second point, and we'll have to see which way they decide to go. Oh, looks like Criterion actually gets taken out already.
Yeah, just finally getting punished for his overextended, but Loot comes in with the clutch rares, decided that they want to fight 6v6 this one and not wait for any other minute. Richard going in for the flank, Ball coming in behind as well, looking like Pink and swinging like a wrecking ball. And now they're just sitting behind. Richard trying to spawn camp, no one's coming out of spawn buddy because they've not died yet. And they're pushing in, Slug Dude dropping in, getting his shield off, and Wazzy's hiding in the corner. Is he going to get killed by Ball? His ult is coming up just as well. Loop the Loop pinning Silver Husky, who has a fate. And now the bomb comes in clutch, it kills two people, and now it's in Imperial's favor. Crit picking off, and now two both supports are down. Looks like the tanks on all DPS lineups, and all is left is Roman Spartan once again. I feel like he's trying to carry his team, but too hard. Right now I hear Lude crying, don't int. I agree with that. Wesker picking off the Lucio, and now Ball coming in and trying to stall for as long as possible. UCL switching to stall heroes to see if they could grab as much time in the bank as they can. But it looks like Imperial just too coordinated, and there's no ults from UCL side coming in. Maybe a Cole, but I don't think they'll be able to touch for this one. Yeah, that's all. Just a dominating fight from Imperial once they got through first point.
Very, very clean fight from them. Always picking out squishy targets. Finding the McCree pick early on in the fights. And that's a very big target out. That's a lot of DPS gone. And with him gone, this comp can still clean up the rest of them. And it means that they take the first 2 points very, very clean. We'll have to see how UCL manage to counter this and what they decide to pick for the second round.
Alright, now it's going to be up to the defense. So interesting to see if Imperial are going to be running the same comp, namely the Winston Ball, which has been working very well for them. Crit is a does have an account where he tried to hit GM playing Monkey only. Don't know how far he went in the double shield meta. Maybe Hardstuck Plats like I am, but we don't know. And Slug Dude is known for his ball play. As a wise man once said, nice boop, Slug Dude, you really slugged them. Wise words from a Philadelphia Fusion DPS player, actually, from the UK. And no, it's not Boombox. So, now, looks like Imperial are going to be running the same comp. Controversial pick onto legs for i.e. Soldier for Imperial.
Oh, dear.
Looks like he's going to get benched after this game because he can't seem to be walking up on that one. Holding the side. Right now, Roman Spartan is trolling on Hog again, potentially. Not too sure.
Maybe they finally decided to give in and just play this Hog. Seeing how it ended up, since they're getting completely destroyed on that first.
Oh yeah,
first
so
round.
Hog does come in. They might be looking to punish anyone who tries to dive them.
Yeah, exactly. Because if the ball comes in and he tries to roll back out again, you just hook him straight back in and into all your DPS. He goes right down again.
Now walking in, Hog does miss first. Monkey just hugging the corner, cleaving them for as much damage as possible. Why is he dropping low? Slug Dude rolling back in slowly, and it looks like they're going to the wrong point routes now. Yeah, it looks like they've just gone full rotation. Should we tell them that point A is the one they need to cap right now? Oh, Slug Dude is looking to absolutely boot all of them off. Managed to get no one. Wazzy gets the kill onto Crit, whom was stunned. But Imperial are on the other side. They're just chilling on the other side. They've got a Soldier with the range DPS they could do. Rich and Slug Dude are on the other side, putting in as much damage as possible. And it looks like Loop the Loop is just trying to run away. Bull does get picked off from the Hog, maybe finally making the pick worthy. But Mercy gets picked off, and looks like Imperial just gonna catch this one and just throw it away.
Yeah, and this Reaper is extremely effective to the club. You see there's the two tanky members with large hitboxes of Winston and the Hammond, which gives so much damage. It means this Reaper can do so much damage to their team when they're rolling inside of UCL's team. So we'll have to see if Imperial just do decide to switch in this comp. Because with this Reaper, I'm not sure how well they can do with it. Looks like they are managed to successfully cap this first point, so they will be pushing forward. With no ults on UCL's side, however, and 3 up coming from Imperial, I think UCL do have to be careful for attack and not get completely cleaned up. But Imperial side also need to manage their ults very carefully here.
So Soldier does have his tactical visor
exactly.
up, and Nano is coming up, so they might be looking to Nano visor. He's getting pocketed right now, and looks like the boop was just enough what they needed to elevate them above the shield. And looks like Imperial are going to win this one. Using 2 ultimates, which might be a bit too much, but UCL are not going to commit anything. They're going to be good boys and just let Imperial have this one.
Yeah, I think that was the right decision made from UCL, saving up all their ultimates. As you can see, they pretty much have 5 ultimates for that fight, as well as the coalescence, which will also be coming up really soon, as it's more actually builds it in like 2 seconds anyway. But Imperial side do have 4 ultimates after Soldier using his, and it seems like here Wesker is in fact going to switch to this Doomfist. Going to make the impact diving into the backline with their tank duo.
Right now, Monkey dives in and Primal Rages, but Lucio gets picked off straight away from Imperial side. Sad to see that they committed the whole hog for it, and Imperial only answered with Primal Rage and the Nano Boost. Gets pinned, but looks like Imperial going to be managed to win this one. And UCL are going to walk back and try and not feed as much as possible, but looks like Hog just gets knocked off.
Yeah, again, I don't think they were expecting of this Doomfist pick. Simply cleaning up that Lucio right at the start of the fight.
Important to note that UCL are now on 5 ultimate, and Roman Spartan has switched off onto Orisa now, which is fine because he just used his whole hog ultimate. Now UCL are looking to dominate this with their ultimate advantage.
I mean,
but
you can win it simply by pressing Cube. Everybody presses it.
Exactly.
Imperial side only has 1 currently, and
But
it's just the Mercy one.
we've got to realize that Mines is coming up, and so is the Doomfist ultimate, and they're hugging high ground, which is what they want. Beat comes in to commit. They might give them just 1 tick before so they can have a favorable fight. Richard comes in and touches points. Looks like Husky's out of position and dies first, and now Yanni got the pick off on that. Coalescence comes in, and Imperial have lost 3 members already. UCL going in. Heinen comes out from Wazzy trying to pick off the Mercy. Paul comes in just enough to pull in the Mercy, and now Doom is coming in with the ultimate, trying to stall for as long as possible. Doesn't see C9 just yet. He walked off of point. Now Ball is on point, holding for as long as possible. Now it looks like to be turning back into Imperial side because they've all respawned. Slug Dude picking up the 2 picks, and this is at 98%, and looks like Imperial are going to be holding on at the very last possible seconds.
I have no idea how Imperial managed to hold on to that. Everything was looking so desperate for them. Everyone died, but I think honestly UCL's side just managed to kill off them too quickly, and everyone just respawned at the same time, managed to get the recontested.
And now UCL are looking to come in with very unfavorable ult economy. Imperial are going to have Primal Rage up, they're going to have their Pulse Bomb up. Slug Dude might have his mine soon if he can get enough, but Stick comes in, doesn't catch anyone just yet, but Lucio got pooped into the air and looks like it was just the pick that they needed. Fat Anti comes in, and now they've just got to walk out, and that's all she wrote from that attack. Monkey getting paid from UCL maybe. How much do you think that one was worth? 10 euros?
I don't know. There's a lot
In
of
his
money
bank account.
transferring hands here, I think.
Yeah, I'm
On
not
both
too sure.
sides.
Competitive integrity might be breached this game. But now just he's going to be walking in. Lude on the Ana now instead of the Mercy. Maybe his arm is warm so he can start aiming now. Looks like he's playing on 20 DPI and can't really track the Moira there. But Crit is all behind them and they push onto point. Wazzy comes and gets the initial pick and Binds comes out from Slug Dude. And now Crit is trying to juggle onto the corner. Fat Anti comes in and looks like he won't be able to get hit. And the Sleep comes in and he just hits the mine, rolling down. Falling asleep, taking a nap and dying. That's not what you want to do. Crit just still alive somehow. Wesker with the ultimate and managed to stay alive but dies to the McCree. But the mines were just what they needed on point and Wazzy's got his ultimate on the side. Roman Spartan hugging the corner with his shield, trying not to die, but I don't think they're going to be able to do anything. He just gets sucked to death and now they're just staggering Roman. Poor Roman. It looks like they're hyping it up behind. Looks like they're having a lot of fun, the players themselves. But more importantly, back to the game.
Yeah,
Weskaroo is now on the Genji. Interesting pick. But on UCL side, we've got 4 ultimates coming up online right now. Genji on the side. Reaper on point TPs. Looks like Moira's going to fade away. Gets nanoed. And now Post Bomb comes out, Western gets the pick, and now Ultimate comes out, and there's only going to find 2 people right now. They're now screaming for the Monkey. Monkey, Primal Raging, trying to get a ball, putting in as much work as possible. If they can stalk for as long as they can, they're going to come in, and Mine is going to be coming up real soon with their team spawning. He's going to try and mine this right now. Their entire team is in mines. They're trying to contest. Wesker coming in with the Genji. What's he going to be able to do? Managed to deflect, but he's just walking back out, and I don't think Genji's the pick you want when you have to stall. Now he's walking in. Mine's coming in. Loop de Loop getting the pick onto Silver Husky, so they're down 1 healer, but Richard's still alive, trying to put in as much damage. I've seen this before in Volskaya Industries on his scrims. And now they're walking in. Still haven't managed to cap, and they're running into overtime. If they get into overtime, this is exactly what they need. Because that means that they only have to contest and defend. And Lude on the point gets contested. They're still contesting 1 by 1. Postbomb comes in. What is this? Richard finally dies, and looks like UCL are going to get this. But they are in overtime, so all Imperial needs is 30% to cap.
All
and
they
they've got
need is
4
30% on
minutes to
first
do it.
point. Exactly. This is definitely a tough situation for UCL to be in. Honestly, I think they need to bring out some new picks for this, because otherwise I don't see them holding for this such a long period of time. All Imperial need is just to build their ultimates and then just chuck them at UCL. It's only 1 pick, it's not that difficult. We'll have to see what both sides do decide to pick. We'll have to see UCL maybe go for some cheesy Bastion play, something like that. Imperial did try it on King's Row, which went really ineffectively, I have to say, with the Bastion simply just getting picked off super early. Looks like UCL are just sticking with their comp though. We'll have to see how that decision is.
And now looks like there might be some sneaky strats coming in from Imperial side. I'm eyeing a Symmetra. Are they going to commit to this? We don't know just yet.
Are they going to be brave enough to do it?
I don't think so. They do have 4 minutes though.
Exactly. They can try out anything they want really, and still have enough time to take this. 4 minutes is a very, very long period of time.
Ah, yes. Lude back on Brig. No, back on Mercy because he can't aim. And now they're just pushing in. And looks like it's going to be the best standard comp that they run on the first point. Both sides mirrored, actually, except for the Mei that was on UCL side, if I remember correctly. Sonic coming in, seeing that on which side they are on. And Imperial just making it slow. Monkey jumping in above with Bull, trying to take control of the high ground. Bull jumping in, knocking them all up. And UCL have dropped kind of low, needed to force out the healings now. Tracer behind, Paul, Monkey drops down but managed to jump back up to safety, and looks like they're just doing ult economy farming right now. Richard is behind them on Tracer, he's trying to scout out, but looks like the boop comes in, is enough to knock out Yanni, and Yanni dies first, and now they're down 1 support. Tank dies first as well, but now they're down both supports from UCL side. UCL managed to get the pick up onto Lude as well, but he's feeding. And Ibby's really putting in work. Managed to get 3 kills right now, but gets traded by Silver Husky. And this is all that they needed, really. Now there's only 2 tanks left on point. There's nothing they could do. Spawns are going to be coming in favor of Imperial right now. Double shield comes out. Yanni manages to come in because he did die first, and now they're going to be able to get healed up just enough. Bull jumps in. Mercy up top as well. Bull is going to come in. Mines comes out, and he's trying to disrupt everyone. Mercy dies straight away, and so does the Ryan. He dies to the mines, and now Richard gets the kill onto Roman Sparta. And now it's basically going to be Imperial's point. They only need a few more ticks. Wazi, can he put in the work? Reaper didn't have the ultimate quite yet, and Richard looking to do it. And that is all she wrote for this one. Imperial are victorious in the Varsity event for UCL, 3-1. Absolutely spectacular play. Really good carry from both Slug Dude and Chester, I feel like.
As you can see here, Slug Dude getting the play of the game. Have to see
they're Farah and Ball. We can see why they're basically one tricks. It's not because they only know how to play them, it's because it's their best heroes and they're really good at them. And just Ball getting just sent back to no man's land. And that's all there is today. 3-1 in favor of Imperial, and Imperial have won this game.